This is position number 8 from Francois Tardieu's Backgammon Strategic Concepts book. Here's the position number 8, where we've rolled a 5-4, we're blue. We are going to look at 3 possible moves using the 5-4, talk about the pros and cons of each of the moves, and then discuss which move is rated best and the other two. So we could either bring 2 down from the midpoint, 13-9, 13-8. Our second possibility would be running 1 from the back. That's 1 in the 24 to the 15 all the way. And the third possibility would be to run from 24 to 20, step up, and then bring 1 down from the 13 to the 8. First possibility is bringing 2 down from the midpoint. That brings 2 more builders down. It unstacks the midpoint. And leaving the checker back here could either be a positive thing or a negative. It's a positive because it gives us contact against possible white having to make a blot or leave a blot. That would be a positive because we have a chance of hitting it. Or it could be negative because we need to get this guy free eventually. So it's kind of debatable whether this is a good thing or a bad thing to have this back checker. It could be both good or bad at this point. And here's what the end result looks like after bringing 2 down. Next possibility would be to run this back checker from the 24 to the 15. It gets him moving, hopefully to escape. Next roll. The checker is now vulnerable to be hit. Back on the 24, he's pretty safe. White wasn't going to hit him there unless he had to. Now, running to the 15, White can't hit him and will hit him if possible. If we don't get hit by White, then we can use this as a builder to build one of the points in our outfield. Another positive thing is we're running when we are a little bit or got a slight lead. So when we're leading a race, we should race. And that's what this does. Here's the end result. Third possibility is to run a little bit, 24 to 20, getting this back checker moving a little bit, and then bringing the builder down. Negative would be this back checker is now in a spot where White would desire and wants to hit if possible. This unstacks the midpoint. It does add a spare to the 8 point also. Ending result looks like this. Think about those 3 possibilities. Look at the whole board. Look at all the features of the position. Make your decision which move you think is best. And then let's discuss what XG says. XG says moving from 24 to 20 and bringing 1 down, even though it looks like we're doing both 2 good things. The fact that White has already made this this deep point in his home board means we don't need to worry about this guy escaping too fast. We can just leave him back here on the 24 and concentrate on building our board because we're not going to get primed in, most likely now. Now that this deep point is made, it makes it harder for us to be primed. We're probably going to step up easily. And stacking the midpoint and putting a spare on the 8 is good. We can accomplish those better by moving 2 from the midpoint, 13.9, 13.8. So that's the third best row of these three. Second best of the three is to run this back checker to the 15. We don't need to do that now because, like I mentioned before, white has made this deep point in his board, so we're not too worried about being primed in now. If we made one of these the 18 or the 20 or 21, then we'd start being worried about being able to get out of there. Now we're not too worried about escaping. So still the best choice is to bring 2 down the midpoint, concentrating on building our board, and we'll get this guy out late at the end later. Next. So this 13.9, 13.8, unstacking the midpoint, bringing 2 builders down, focusing on our building our board, not worrying about the back checker. In fact, leaving him back there for contact if white has to bring one down and can't cover it. Now we have a lot of contact to be able to hit that lot if white leaves it. Summary, white has made the 2-point, no longer threatening to build a prime. So we're not in any rush to run that back checker out. We have 6 men on our midpoint. So bringing 2 off the midpoint, turning them into more diversified points we can make with it. Those 2, we're not in that much danger unless white can hit us with one of his 6 rolls to hit us. Not a lot. If we roll a 5-1 or 5-2, those are the only 2 rolls we can make if we don't get hit. And we roll a 5-1 or 5 or 3-2, then we won't be able to make a point with those 2 rolls, but it's only 2 out of 36. All the other rolls, if we don't get hit, we're going to be able to make a point now with those 2 extra builders down. This lets us lay the foundations for building our prime on our side of the board. This might be our best bet, best chance, best strategy for winning the victory.